I am so awkward. I don't even know what I'm doing with this game right now. It's weird. It really is just... It's a WoW clone. I don't really know what to be thinking of that, but... In theory, I do like the game, and I have heard that, like... I mean, just based off this first impression, I am liking it, and I have heard that it does everything WoW does, except it does it better. And I've heard that the company is doing a lot more good to their players than WoW ever really did, or Blizzard, I should say. So I'm inclined to like it for that reason, but the question is, I already leveled a max level character in WoW. Do I really want to go through all of that again in a game that's basically a WoW clone? That's the main issue we're looking at right here. So now I get to choose a secondary thing. I think the recommended thing was Dominator, along with what I have right now. I have no idea what a Dominator is, but that's the thing with the super OP ability. That's right. Alright, I like super OP. I'll go with Dominator. I don't really know what I'm picking at all, but hey, that's alright. Alright, she wants me to collect Sanctified Spheres from the Ardenburg Horrors in Ardenburg. Really? The Ardenburg Horrors. I live in Ardenburg. I wouldn't have guessed that. My mind has been blown. Positively blown. Ooh, and I get a nice staff. Watch, this staff is just... Oh, I leveled up again. That is convenient. I always like it when that happens. Alright. So... Yeah, B opens the backpack. I don't know what was going to happen. C does, in fact, open character creation. And God, where are my clothes? Alright. We won't focus on that right now. Okay. Antiquated staff. So this staff does more damage and increases my intelligence and spell power. Alright, I'll try that out. Not nearly as cool as the staff I just had. How did I know that was going to happen? Because it always happens. They always start you off with really nice stuff and they're like, oh no, here, have this really bad looking stuff instead. Happened with Death Knights. Happens all the time. Alright, stats. Ooh, and skills. Professions. I don't have any professions yet. I have a pet. I do in fact have my little skeleton pet there. Instances. Okay, I don't think any of this stuff actually applies to me yet. So we're just gonna go kill some Ardenburg horrors. Oh, that's a interesting... It's rather creepy, isn't it? This game definitely puts you right in the middle of the action. I like that. It reminds me a lot more of the Worgen and Goblin starting zones as opposed to all the other starting zones in WoW. You know, all the other starting zones was kind of like, hey, here's your training. You know, Valley of Trials, or even the new Forsaken starting zone, as much as I did praise it because it was awesome. Oh, those falling bolts actually do damage you. The quests were awesome, but the early quests were still like, hey, you're an undead. How about you go bring this package to this person and do some other unexciting stuff for the first 5 or 10 levels. Did get cooler later on, but the opening quests were really just what you've come to expect. But Worgen starting zones and Goblin starting zones put you right in the middle of the action. It was kind of like, oh, this horrible thing is happening to our race, and you happen to have logged into the game at this exact moment. Unlucky you. But it was really cool. It did kind of put you right in the middle of something cool and exciting, and it was more enjoyable, I think, honestly, to feel like you were actually part of something rather than just going through and getting a tutorial. You really didn't feel as much like you were being drip-fed tutorial parts of the game. But, this kind of has that same feel where you're right in the middle of the action. It's very chaotic, a lot like, again, Worgen and Goblin. You're put right in the middle of some chaotic thing with the Worgen curse breaking out and the city being destroyed and the Goblins having an entire island blown up by Deathwing and then going to another island and having that one blown up. And I don't actually know how many islands were blown up before the poor Goblins finally got to Orgrimmar, but it was a lot. I remember that much. Oh, I have some new spells down here. Transforms the enemy into a harmless squirrel for up to 30 seconds. Sounds like polymorphic, except it's called Transmogrify. Oh, that makes me extremely happy. Neuroprod assaults the enemy's mind with an electric charge, dealing 19 to 22 air damage. You know, I kind of expected electric charges to do electric damage, but I had been wrong before, so I guess this is one of those instances. Alright, I'm gonna try that. So, basically, that's an instant cast that does the same amount of damage. Why am I not just constantly spamming that? Why do I even bother with Plague Bolt? I'm sure there's a good reason. It probably has a higher mana cost or something. Like, Neuroprod, 11 mana, 14. No, it doesn't. It deals less damage, but I can just, like, spam it. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm just like, oh, zap, 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 zap. I actually don't know if I'm playing optimally at all. I'm not going to bother to crunch the math on that. I'm level 3. I really don't care about optimal play at this point. I'm going to turn this guy into a squirrel just because I can. Poof. You are now a harmless squirrel with... Oh my god, where is its face? Alright, gotta put it out of this misery. For the good of society, must kill the poor squirrel. It was asking for it. Alright. Need 2 more of these spheres, and I need to destroy these morbid infusers. What's it doing to that poor person? Jeez. Okay, so it's a skeleton shooting another person. I really wish I had paid attention to the enter now, because I would probably actually know what was going on and have some sense of lore. As of right now, I have absolutely no sense of either of those things, but I'm just gonna run around doing what the quest text tells me to do and hope everything turns out okay. And if the world ends up blowing up because I did something stupid, I'm going to blame it on my skeleton pet. Because he doesn't have a mouth, and therefore he cannot argue with me. He has a mouth, I guess. He doesn't have lips, or a tongue, or more importantly, vocal cords. I guess he could use sign language, and that would be a problem. Alright, kill 2 more of these guys. Steal their sanctified spheres, whatever that is. Doesn't sanctified normally mean, like, holy or sacred? So why is it that these evil, dark shadow creatures are carrying around sanctified spheres? Again, this is probably one of those things I would know if I had been paying any attention during the intro. Whee! That is quite fun. Quite fun indeed. Oh, you know what? I bet if I actually opened with a Plague Bolt, I could probably then pop a Neuroprod while the Plague Bolt was flying through the air. As it is, though, I've killed basically everyone I need to. So I'm just gonna go hand this quest in. And that seems like as good a place as any to, oh, they're giving me more quests. Alright. I'm gonna turn in this quest for this guy, and then... Oh, I have to select a reward. I'm going to take the mana potions. I get the feeling I'm going to go in a lot. Alright. Now that I'm finally done with all of that, I can say this seems like as good a place as any to kind of take a little break. It's really just supposed to be a first impressions like, hey, I've never played this game before. What am I going to think of it? If I do decide to stick with this game, I'll definitely bring some more content from it in the future. If not, I obviously won't. Pretty self-explanatory. So, I'm not completely sold either way yet. I'm not sure whether or not this is something I really want to pick up and go back through the leveling of another hockey MMO. Or, I don't know, we'll see. I'll put some thought into it, and I might decide to keep playing this game. Might not. Probably going to play some more of the free trial, but not going to bother... Let's put it this way, I'm not going to bother doing any more Rift content unless I decide, hey, this is a cool game and I want to buy a full account and keep playing it for a while. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and you may or may not see more content from this game in the future, but you will definitely see more content from the channel in the future, so feel free to click that nice little subscribe button above the video. Always much appreciated if you do that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later.